Kodak Black just dropped his new mixtape Zapstars, but it's already getting outstreamed by DDG's latest tape. One user even commented, "I can't even explain what I'm listening to right now. What happened to this man?" And honestly, it's a fair question. Even before Zapstars dropped, Kodak was out here talking about how he's never experienced real love.
Never, bro. I never had a I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I know it is, bro. I know it is, bro. I never experienced it. I know it is, bro. I know that it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it.
Just a day before the mixtape dropped, Kodak was opening up about never feeling real love. But that might not be the only reason Zapstars flopped. The poor quality of the tape likely comes from a rushed release. In case you missed it, reports stated, according to the Broward County Clerk, a new status hearing in Kodak Black's felony trafficking and possession case is set for April 28th. And during that April 28th hearing, his trial date was officially set. One lawyer even wrote, "Chatter inside the courtroom between prosecutors and law officials makes it sound like Kodak isn't being given another chance. It's now time to face a sentence." But the real question is, for how long?
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you. All right? This is just for come on, face away. All right. You know your license for good. But I'm not too worried about that. That's a thing.
Kodak Black was originally arrested for this crime several months ago and has been out on bail ever since. However, with his trial date now fast approaching, things are looking serious. What makes the situation even worse is that this isn't his first time facing the same charge. He was arrested for a similar offense just 2 years ago. Being a repeat offender is something judges definitely don't take lightly. On February 28, 2023, Kodak admitted to being under the influence of lean but denied using any other substances, all while pleading not guilty to both possession and firearm charges.
I was on the seat in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink seat in front of my family house. But that ain't illegal. That ain't illegal. So all that's just the process that it had to be, even any other mug shot. The process that even though like bogus is plastered all over the internet, and on top of that, it's like, bro, like, I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro, like, now, like, you better off.
Shortly after the IG Live, federal agents raided Kodak Black's Florida home and arrested him. While in custody, he hired lawyer Brian Cohen, who successfully negotiated a deal allowing Kodak to enter rehab instead of remaining in jail.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Oregon after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
Unjust and not right about the situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. You can resolve that by way of a hair sample.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, with Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
But now that Kodak has repeated the exact same crime he committed in 2023, prosecutors are expected to use his recent behavior to push for the maximum prison sentence. They'll likely start with the IG Live, where Kodak Black said he's waiting to die. This statement was a reaction to a tweet that read, "Every time I see Kodak, I get so sad. That man has like 4 baby moms, and not one of you greedy women care about him for real. Because why are y'all not helping him? Y'all are probably just sitting around waiting for him to pass away." Kodak responded to the post during the live stream, showing the emotional toll it's all taking on him.
While we waiting, other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Everybody like let time do it. Bro, time do this. What you call it? What is it? Heal or whatever. It's gonna let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. And it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all to try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world, everybody on the men, everybody, are we waiting? Are we just down here waiting on one?
But that was only the beginning. More tweets started pouring in, with people expressing growing concern. One read, "Every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not acting like a human. Is someone going to help him?" Another added, "I'm honestly afraid. If Kodak doesn't get help, we're going to lose him." These reactions came after a viral clip surfaced showing Kodak eating chicken in the middle of the road. In the video, he appeared completely strung out, barely recognizable, and clearly not himself.
Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that moment. Take a seat next to him, brother. Hold on, please. I want to be part of. Bro, I want to drink him.
It was at this very moment that even Kanye West, of all people, decided to speak out, trying to step in and save Kodak.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows him enough. I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like you can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. You see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
Later that night, something disturbing happened that confirmed Kodak truly needs help. He was seen pacing around his room, repeatedly claiming he's Drake's favorite rapper, which could very well be true. However, what stood out most was his friend sitting in the corner, recording the whole scene instead of stepping in. Kodak appeared completely strung out, and the fact that his own friends chose to film him in that vulnerable state rather than help him shows he's clearly surrounded by the wrong crowd.
Who? You Drake favorite rapper? Huh.
No, see that. They always, you know what I mean? You ain't hearing around, so oh no, it's good.
You may be wondering how we even got here. Well, there's an explanation, and it's an important one to understand. When Kodak went to rehab in 2023, his music career hit pause for over a year. There were no new songs, no IG lives. His momentum completely stalled, and many people forgot about him. But during that time in rehab, Kodak turned his life around. He focused on writing new music, working out daily, and becoming a better version of himself. Just 1 week after being released, he dropped his hit song Walk, which quickly racked up over 33 million views and launched him back to the top of the charts. However, the sudden success seemed to go to his head. Wanting to capitalize on the momentum, he joined a Kai Cenat livestream, but fans noticed something alarming. Kodak appeared to be sweating profusely, swatting at things that weren't there and shouting random words. It became clear that he was struggling again, and the signs couldn't be ignored.
At times they feel good. That's what you say sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Mama. Hey, oh.
The morning after the live stream, Kodak hopped on Instagram Live to try and explain the situation.
So y'all people that be on that, y'all be on type, y'all be on shit. Say y'all crazy stupid. But I take one, and y'all be so hurt. Y'all don't like it anymore. Yeah. Everybody else will be coming right when they're telling. They ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they simple, or they trying to come into life some kind of way. I'm trying to they look any type of look. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, well, man, And if y'all make
He did this because millions of fans were disappointed that he broke his sobriety. He made himself look terrible on the live stream, and the backlash lingered for the next few months. It even caught the attention of Bunk, who reached out trying to help Kodak.
Right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're. And I don't believe for 1 second you just doing it for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I feel where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, you got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, and holler at me.
However, just 1 week later, things took a turn for the worse again. A fan interacted with Kodak, saying they loved seeing him sober, which prompted Kodak to respond very aggressively.